Alright, welcome to Guns on the Legal. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be doing a little summarize or breaking down, not a summarize, but I'm going to be breaking down the differences in safeties on pistols. And my question to you is, are you comfortable carrying with one in the chamber? Personally, I am. Ever since I turned 21, my pistol of choice has been a Glock 23. Recently, my EDC, not pistol of choice, but my EDC has been a Glock 23. Recently, I just switched to this Glock 19X and my Glock 23. I carry both of them because I always carry a gear bag with me as well everywhere I go. So I typically have one or the other on me. But as you can see, I've already taken the mag out, taking the round out the chamber. This gun is empty. But yeah, are you comfortable carrying one in the chamber? Now, first I'm gonna start out with the most popular pistol on this table, which is Glock. This is a Glock 26. Gun is empty. But Glocks don't have safeties. For those that don't know, if you don't know, Glocks don't have safeties. So I like that little beaver tail. I might got put one on that 19. But yeah, Glocks don't have safeties. So when you're carrying one in the chamber with a Glock, you have to be a little more cautious. Or you don't have to be, but you'll be more paranoid until you get used to things. But I'm gonna show you something too, and not just talk about it. I'm gonna show you first to start the video off. We're gonna start the video off like this. Just put a round in my Glock 26 right here. It didn't shoot. It's round in there. I'm waiting on it to shoot. It didn't. I don't think it's going to. The round is out. But I did that to show just having a round in the chamber isn't gonna, the gun isn't gonna shoot on its own. I don't have a 6 or P320 on the table though. I want one, but I don't have one on the table. Those who get it. But look, it's not gonna shoot on its own. So that's why I go with Glock. I prefer Glock over a lot of firearms. They're reliable, they work. I'm comfortable with it, and the bad guy's not gonna give you. In my opinion, the bad guy's not gonna give you a chance to wreck around in chamber if something was to kick off. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna try to make this video extra long. I already stayed on Glock too long, much longer than I wanted to. But let me give you a quick rundown of different pistols and different safety features on them. So, like I say, Glock, no safety features on the Glock. The only safety, well, I'll take that back. There is a safety feature on the Glock, the trigger. If you look real close at that trigger, you'll see it look almost like two triggers. That's because with the Glock trigger, once you first touch the trigger, you push in the little trigger, that's considered the safety on the Glock. That little trigger is considered the safety. So in order for you to pull the trigger, like right now I'm pulling it on the side hard. I can't pull the trigger. I can do it on this side. If I try to pull the trigger back without pushing in the middle part, it's not gonna pull back. That's the only safety on the Glock. So yeah. And Glocks have on average like a 5-pound trigger. So, but yeah, like I said, I've been on Glock too long. I ain't want to be on it too long. But yeah, no safety on the Glock. Next we're gonna go with we're gonna start simple. So this is my M&P 40 Smith & Wesson. Empty. And unlike the Glock, this firearm actually does have a safety. Ambidextrous safeties on both sides, right there and right there. And what you do, flip that lever up. That lever down, the gun will fire. You flip that little lever up, that gun is not gonna fire. These are some good guns as well. Anybody that know guns know M&Ps are good guns. So if you're new to guns, there's no better way to go than a little simple flip safety, little thumb safety right there. This gun is actually extra safe because it got the beaver tail, so you won't pinch your finger or none of that. So, but yeah, like I say, the flip switch, safety on. You drop it, that gun will fire. So that's two different safeties. So far, we got trigger safety, and we got the little flip safety right there. Next, this is, I don't recommend this kind of firearm to no one. This is my Versa. This is my current truck gun. My BP9cc, my Versa. Painted by me, that's why I look kind of rough. Got the little camo, and I shine the slide myself. But this firearm is unique, and the safety is right here. They have a, there's no, it's like, apart from this, from the safety I'm going to show you, it would be no safety on this firearm. But the only safety on this firearm is there's the actual key that comes with this firearm, and you can stick it in there and lock it. That's why it says fire and it says safe. The F and the S, you can actually turn this slide, turn the key in this slide, and it'll lock this firearm, keep it from shooting. And it also has a chamber indicator on top, letting you know when you have one in the head or not. But yeah, you don't see too many firearms come with the key on the for the slide. Canic. Firearm clear. Now, Canic. Again, it's one of those firearms with no safety. Safety is just like the Glock, is in the trigger. The little red piece on the trigger, you have to push that in for the fire this weapon. Aside from that, it will not fire. I'm pushing it down, it's not gonna fire. Push the red in, it'll fire. And another thing about a Canic I like that separates it from what I've shown you so far, along with the chamber indicator up here, it also has an indicator back here, which I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little, is it red? Yeah, the red dot back there in the backup slide that lets you know you have a round in the chamber. So, little stuff like that helps new shooters. But this is not for new shooters. I say this is for someone who's used to carrying with a round in the chamber already, though. If you're new to firearm, just get you something with a switch on it, a safety switch on it, not the other kind of switch. Next, we're gonna go to my Rock Island 38 Super. Check, empty. Now, this firearm has two safeties on it. It has a grip safety right here, which in the hood we call it lemon squeeze, and it also has a flip safety right here, the switch. Well, it's not on the side, it's not ambidextrous, but it has a safety switch right here. So, with this firearm, with the switch up, you can't. The gun's not gonna fire when you pull the trigger. Also, even with the hammer down, this gun still will not fire unless you push you have to push this grip safety in the back of this firearm. You have to push that in for it to fire. It's not gonna fire without that being pushed in. So this gun, see, I just accidentally pushed it right there at the bottom part right there. But if you just touching it, it's not gonna fire. You got I'm still accidentally pushing it right there. It's so fragile right there. Be careful with 1911, y'all, as you can see. But yeah, just like that, it'll never fire. You have to put some pressure onto the back to push that safety in the back. And there you go. And also, when you have that gun, that hammer back, if you have this safety on, you can push that in as much as you want. That gun will not fire. That safety right there does work. It will not. You can push it in as much as you want to, it won't fire. You have to let that down and let it off like that. Yeah, that's how 1911s work for the most part. Let's see. Next one I hadn't showed you. Alright. None of the ones I've showed you so far have a decocker. This is my Ruger P94, Florida Smith & Wesson. Check. Firearm exempted. Alright, this firearm, for the hammer back, it does have a safety right here. Now, the unique thing about this firearm is like the hammer's back. Say I have a round in the chamber, I just cocked. One in the chamber. Let's say I'm like, all right, now you got the hammer back. I know the hammer is scary to new shooters or people that's new to firearms with a hammer. But if I hit this little switch right here, this little switch, that brings the hammer up. That bullet is not gonna shoot if your firearm works correctly. It's not gonna shoot. It's gonna go down on safety. The bullet is still in there, your gun is on safety. Now, on safety, That's the trigger all you want to. It's not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna do nothing. You take that safety off. If you now, I also used to carry a P95. I had like a 2 year span where I carried a P95, and to get used to carrying a P95, I used to, like I say, I cock it, boom, one in the head, knock it on safety, and take it off safety. So now the only thing that I did was I brought the hammer up because I was at the time I was more comfortable having the hammer up. And that first trigger pull is gonna be double action, which means it's gonna have be a little more firm. But after that first trigger pull, the gun will go into single action, meaning the hammer will stay back for the remainder of those shots. So again, boom, you cock the gun, boom, you ready to carry it. You're like, oh dang, got one in the head. I don't know what to do now. Remember, don't do that stupid ass shit. Try to ease your finger and ease the gun. Hold on, I did that like a rookie. I know how to do that. But yeah, don't do that like a rookie. I mean, don't do that because I done shot so many guns trying to do that with revolvers, not pistols. I'm typically great with my pistols, but revolvers, I'm not good at that. But yeah, it's something else. Hammer back though. When you want to carry it, hit your decocker. It boom, it's gonna slap the hammer up, take it off safety. You can just, now you got one, or you can keep it on safety. Your choice. But like I say, after that first shot, boom, it'll go in single action from that point on. Yeah, hope I didn't confuse y'all with that. Like, cop the gun, boom. What I do is scary. I don't want to put it in the holster like that. Hit that decocker, boom. And it's the same on both sides. I'm not hitting none. I'm just hitting just one of those and then bringing it up. Yeah. Running out of room. The SIG is pretty much the same way, except it doesn't have a safety. So this is my SIG P229 357 SIG. I know it's fire. My collection fire, y'all. I really got some shit over there. But yeah, boom, you just cock one in there. What I want to do, I want to bring that hammer up. I'm scared of that hammer. Safety on this side. Well, not safety. You have a decocker. This gun does not have a safety. It has a decocker. So, like the same with the Ruger. All you gotta do is, and it bring that hammer up, eases that hammer up. So now that first shot is gonna be double action. After that, the rest of your shots are gonna be single action. So, same thing. The hammer back, you're like, man, I don't know what I want to do. I want to carry it, but I'm scared. You just hit that decocker, and it'll bring the hammer up for you. Other than that, this SIG has no safety features. But yeah, I love this gun too. I don't shoot it nowhere near as much as I want to. But I guess I don't know. I need to get some more 357 SIG so I can do 357 SIG a day. Alright. That's odd. Clip not even here for it to be stopping like that. But yeah, 10mm XDM. Woo-hoo. Big boy. Now this gun, the only safety you have is you can see it poking out the back. Well, I'll take that back. It has a trigger safety as well. This is a Springfield XDM. It has a, like I said earlier, you'll get some pistols that have like people in the hood would call it double triggers. Like double triggers, and they think it do something special when you shoot, but in reality, it's only a safety. So if you have this gun cocked, you put one in the head, and also it has the indicator to let you know when there's a live round in the firearm, and it also has the indicator up here. But if this gun is in your pocket, and that's something that accidentally gets on that trigger, it's not gonna shoot unless this is pushed in. This grip safety has to be pushed in, and there you go. And vice versa too, like I say, it has a trigger safety and a grip safety. So if I push that grip safety in, and I do not push that, move my finger, try to switch hands. If I push that grip safety in, and I do not push that trigger safety, it's not gonna fire. You see, it's not firing until I put my hand on the trigger safety all the way. Yeah, those are pretty much all the different pistol safeties you'll run across in today's market. And what do you carry? What are you comfortable with? Do you carry one in a chamber or no? I do. I know people who don't. Let me not turn a gun towards me like that. I do, and I know people who don't. So it's to each his own though. I prefer to carry with one in the chamber because I don't feel like the bad guy gonna let me, And and if you're in your house, like let's say you're in the closet or something, somebody breaking your house, if they hear us, they might just start shooting at you. And you in the closet, you don't know which direction they are, but they might just start shooting at the closet because you and not just get yourself away trying to get ready because you're not ready already. But I'm one of the people that say, stay ready, you don't have to get ready. But yeah. And remember, guns aren't illegal. Get your some. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Gotta start implementing it.